the best of the week on Relevant Radio.
Let's go now to Mark calling in from Florida. Hello, Mark. Welcome to The Inner Life.
Hello. I love this conversation.
Great. Glad you're part of it.
So I'm a catechist. I teach OCIA. I have a mother and a son going through the program. And she reached out to me to let me know that her son, who's he's going on 13, is addicted to pornography on the computer. And his question, she wants me to talk to him and try to work through some of this. And his initial question is, what's wrong with it? So we're talking about a child here. And it's like he has no background in religion. She has found religion, and he's going on this journey with her, and I think he's learning a lot, but it's a very difficult topic to discuss, and answering just basic, even fundamental questions. But how would you approach this with a young person?
Yeah, so this is something that requires a lot of delicacy, right? So now we're entering that other cardinal virtue of prudence, right? Where we have to find ourselves very prudently engaging in this conversation with a young man. The sad thing is that he's being bombarded with messaging from the world that lust and what we would call sins of the flesh are not sins, but a positive good. Right, and we have to, as Christians, and you as a catechist or an OCIA educator or instructor, as parents and as guides on the spiritual journey, need to really help people see that there is so much more that God has in store for us, and that so much more is it's achieved through living more simply. Right. And what do I mean by living more simply? I mean, pushing those things away that complicate our life or that draw our attention away from God, or that let us see people as something more base or more as things to be used as opposed to be people to be cherished. So pornography robs us of our human dignity as it robs those who we look upon in those images. So we want to remove these things from our lives that complicate the vision that we have towards God and the ability that we have to live with Him and for Him. Now, again, I think this will require a lot of perseverance, because young people in our world, and not so young people, all people really, are being bombarded with this idea that good is bad. Bad is really not just a good, but a positive good that should be promoted, right? So we need to begin to fight against these things. And I mentioned St. Augustine earlier, and his most famous quote, right, is, "You have made us for yourself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless until they rest in you." Right? The things that we may overindulge in, whether it's something as simple as food or drink, or something incredibly complicated and poisonous as pornography, we overindulge in these things to try and fill a restlessness in our hearts. But I've used this analogy before, and feel free to use it or manipulate it for your purposes. But we have a God-sized hole in our heart, right? And we try to fill it with everything. But the only thing that'll fit that slot is the love of God, right? So it's kind of like that square peg and round hole thing, right? We try to fill this God-sized hole in our heart to make us complete, and the only thing that will fill it is the love of our Lord, and that's done when we practice our faith. But we try to fill that hole with stuff of this world that is really detrimental not only to our bodies but to our hearts and to our souls as well.
Mark, does that help?
Yes, very good. I appreciate that. It's a difficult subject.
You got it. And
it needs prudence.
Yeah, and I'll be praying for you. Yeah, I'll be praying for you because it's a very difficult thing to walk with people on their journey towards the Lord.
Couple things I just want to throw in there too, Mark, before we cut to break. That music means that we need to take a break. But a couple things. First of all, if you go to relevantradio.com/innerlife and search up September 19th, we did a show on chastity with Father Alan Hoffa. And that might be a good thing for the mother to listen to kind of, just up her understanding of chastity and how she might approach that with her son. And then also, the same priest, Father Alan Hoffa, works extensively with Integrity Restored. You can be online at integrityrestored.com. That might be a good place to go for the mother as well to get a better handle on that. Talking about the virtue of temperance today, and we are taking your calls, comments, questions at 888-914-9149. We'll be back with more of the conversation with Father Ryan Brady coming up right after this. Stay with us.